Hello, I'm Soham Desai. A wonderful welcome to all of you tuning to this edition of Crash Course History, Key Concepts 2.1, South Asia. This video will focus on how the development of states and empires resulted in the foundation and transformation of religion and culture. This provided social stability for the society. However, the development of religions also created some opposing views and beliefs. This in turn affected the political and economical development of empires within South Asia. In the Indian subcontinent in South Asia, this relates to the religions of both Hinduism and Buddhism. Hinduism in India originated from the Indo-European migrations of Aryan populations from Central Asia. With the migration, the Vedas were introduced to the Indian subcontinent. The Vedas were a collection of hymns and poems that portrayed religious activities and literature described that formed the basis of primary religion in India. Hinduism did not just influence religion, but it also served as a foundation for a social system. Hindu hierarchical structure originated from social divisions between the native Dravidians, who were of darker skin tone, and the Aryans, who were lighter and had more capabilities both politically due to their militaristic forces and economically. Patriarchy was also established early on and became reinforced by both laws and traditions, which taught patriarchal standards and promoted the dominance of men in society. Hinduism then underwent a transformation that made it more integral and a part of life in South Asia. This change was initiated by the philosophical teachings of the Upanishads, which focused on the meaning of life and the connections of individuals to the entire universe. Their philosophies focused on individual personal reflections. This resulted in the development of several important concepts. The Atman, which is the individual everlasting soul, found in every single human being. The Brahma, the all-powerful supreme being in which all Atman are reunited to. It acted as one major god in Hinduism, in which there are avatars and reincarnations of. Thus, it fueled the debate on whether to classify Hinduism as a monotheistic religion or a polytheistic. Samsara was another major concept, which was the endless cycle of birth and rebirth. Dharma, defined as one's duty, and karma, a belief that those who do good will achieve enlightenment or be reincarnated into a better life form. The ultimate goal for all Hindus was for the Atman to be reunited with Brahman. Through continually doing good deeds and having good karma throughout multiple lives, and eventually being reincarnated into higher and higher states of life and being. This allowed for the formation of the caste system, which was built upon social divisions and described classes with strictly defined social roles. It determined one's place within society. The caste system precipitated many aspects of life during this time period, and was a basis for cultural, religious, and economical activity. Hinduism had profound effects on Indian culture, as epics such as Ramayana, the tale of Prince Rama, and Mahabharata, the war between family and the hesitation to fight each other. These epics developed Hindu norms and morals. Hinduism also had lasting influence on politics and economics. The caste system had an influence on both politics and economics. The highest caste, the Brahmins, who were priests and teachers, held the greatest power and influence. The Kshatriyas were second and acted as administrators and warriors, thus holding great political power as well. The largest caste, Vaishyas, were traders, merchants, and landowners, commoners who held control of economic production. And the lowest caste, the Shudras, were laborers that held little to no political power and influence. Buddhism was the other major religion that impacted South Asia. It was founded by a man named Siddhartha Gautama, who lived as a prince and was a Kshatriya. He observed suffering all around him and decided to abandon his caste and live his life as a prince in a search of a way to end suffering. He lived an ascetic life and gained enlightenment by observing both meditation and fasting. He became the first Buddha, known as the Enlightened One. Buddhist principles were later established. Nirvana was the Buddhist state of enlightenment. Another principle being the Four Noble Truths, which talked about the elimination of suffering leading to nirvana. The Eightfold Path. Eightfolds, get it? The Eightfold Path was a process where Buddhism changed their way of life, giving up materialistic possessions and undergoing a change in mentality, which involved right understanding and right thoughts. Both Hinduism and Buddhism share some similar beliefs and principles, such as karma and reincarnation. However, there were also many significant differences between the two. One being, Buddhists did not believe in the caste system or social inequality. Many Buddhists believe in both monasticism and asceticism, beliefs in which followers gave up materialistic and worldly possessions in a search to end suffering and achieve nirvana. Buddhism was embraced by Emperor Ashoka of the Mauryan Empire, which we will talk about in the next video, who promoted its practice throughout the Indian subcontinent during his rule. Besides that period, however, Hinduism had the dominant control over India's religions. Ladies and gentlemen, that just about wraps up Key Concepts 2.1.